A lot of agents and builders just market the house instead of marketing the buyer who should buy the house.
Oh, I'm gonna miss talking to you every day now that we're closing. And I just tell them, oh, you can't get rid of me that easily.
This flooring is from President Madison's house. They refurbished it and...
President Madison?
Yeah.
I am always blown away when I meet new salespeople, especially real estate agents, who post on Instagram once a month. And they say, well, that's not really me. Well, then the job isn't really you.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted. Welcome back to Your American Dream. I say your because these are stories for you and by you. We're sharing positive stories week by week and hoping to make a lasting impact on the nation. Today we have an incredible adventure with co-hosts Craig Sewing and Tani Vargas. We're going to be exploring a property in Rancho Santa Fe with unprecedented entertainment value. Check it out.
We have an extra special surprise today because Jenna invited us out to Hacienda del Corazon.
House of the Heart.
Say it in Spanish. We're in San Diego.
Hacienda del Corazon.
So terrible.
I know, I sound so white. Which
more time.
I know what it means, the house, the heart of the house, house of the heart. My understanding is when we find it, it's
My
going to be a
understanding is we were
massive
supposed to
estate.
take a right, like 6 rights ago, but that's okay.
Well, at least it's a nice neighborhood to be driving around.
Rancho Santa Fe. We got a horse arena.
That's right, Jenna did tell me we're going to get the ride of our life here, so I don't even know what that means. I imagine, hey look, there's a horse sign.
We're getting close.
Yeah, that's got to mean something.
I can feel the love.
I can
the
feel the
hotel.
whiskey
The
bar.
Hacienda del Corazon. You could smell the whiskey. I think it is.
Is it?
I see roses.
I see a awesome estate. Wow. Wow. Mark here. I can't wait to go in.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Great time. Ready to show me around?
I thought you were showing me around.
Let's go. That is an unbelievable property in Rancho Santa Fe, California. At 12,000 square feet, we're probably going to get lost. But before we do, we had an amazing interview with New York's Ryan Serhant, also the star of Bravo's $1 Million Listing, and he dropped some incredible knowledge on us. So get a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes, only on The American Dream.
I'm Kara Kay with The American Dream. I get to meet with Ryan Serhant of $1 Million Listing. It's an exclusive interview and it's one you won't want to miss. Thank you again for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
With the wine in the wine room.
It couldn't be classier, in my opinion.
I know, it's very classy. I should have worn a tie.
So I know that you know the importance of TV and media. How important do you think that is in real estate today?
I think media is incredibly important in all businesses. I think any business that does anything for marketing in any way, shape, or form is now a media company. I mean, if you're a real estate brokerage like I am in New York City, we don't build the apartments, we don't build the buildings. We're not really real estate brokers, we're media brokers, right? I find different ways to market my properties via media. And so for me, television has been huge.
Sure, I think you, of all people, know the importance of getting exposure to listings, which is why you've gotten into TV and media. Now talk about the transition into how important it is to be social as well as on TV.
Yeah, I think that if you're a salesperson, right, which is what the book is for, is anybody who sells anything, you're really selling yourself, right? You're creating a relationship. You sometimes have to talk about the product. Sometimes you have to go into the price. Sometimes you have to go into the features. You need to have all that information, but that's what you need to do. That's the job, right? Everything else, especially through social media, especially through different forms of media, is building that relationship passively, right? This, you and I talking right now, is an active communication, building a relationship. Right. But I can hit so many more people through social, right, through YouTube, through LinkedIn articles. People talk about passive income all the time. For salespeople and for a lot of people in our generation, kind of the gig generation, we have passive relationships, our passive income, because those will turn into other sources of work for us down the line, and we just don't even know what they are.
If you are talking to a realtor who really wants to make it tomorrow and in the future, what advice would you give them?
I am always blown away when I meet new salespeople, especially real estate agents, who post on Instagram once a month, who aren't doing anything on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter, and they say, well, that's not really me. Well, then the job isn't really you. You can't sit there and complain about not having business or sit there and complain about how the market's so tough if you're not actively doing things that are under your control. And what's under your control is putting out media. There's so many different places to absorb content these days, and so many real places to hit real people, to target them directly in your neighborhood, on your block, like that age group. And it's all about consistency.
Are you ready to cheers to your book and all your success?
Sure.
Okay.
Are we drinking this?
Yeah,
Are we chugging
I know
it?
nothing about wine.
So we're cheersing to the American Dream?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that again.
Okay.
So it's for real.
Okay,
Cheers.
cheers.
All right.
To the American Dream.
It doesn't get any better than Ryan Serhant. I mean, there is a reason why millions of people follow him every single week. We're lucky to have him on the show. And right now, we're gonna go back to Rancho Santa Fe and see what Craig and Tawny are up to. Check it out.
Now this is an estate. This is an entertainer's dream. Tawny, can I saddle up with you?
Sure.
In this full bar?
Have you ever seen an estate with its own saloon?
No, I've never been in a place like this. This flooring is from President Madison's house. They refurbished it and...
President Madison?
Yeah. So like from his house, this flooring from his house is now in this pad that we're sitting right now in front of this bar.
Well, I think I'm feeling a little presidential.
Yeah?
So I think this calls for a shot.
Shot, cocktail, shot, right, let's do it. We wouldn't be doing this bar justice if we didn't take a shot.
Well, I'm feeling classy, so how about the bad stuff?
All right, coming right up. 2 shots of bad stuff.
It's a classic.
Here I have your bad stuff. So I'm gonna pour us a couple shots, but I mean, could you imagine hosting a party here? This could serve hundreds of people.
And if this is your house, you're gonna be the most popular kid, and I promise you, everybody's gonna come party at your house.
Well, this is a great place to host them.
A few more of these, I think you'll be dancing on that stage over there.
I might get on that stage. Depends how we have to get along with the horse arena a little bit later, though.
Oh, yeah?
Check that out later. Do some things out there, have some fun.
Something?
Yeah,
Let's have
do
some
some
fun.
things. It ain't my first rodeo.
In the midst of the darkest night,
Hacienda del Corazon is a classic property in Rancho Santa Fe.
chains that were holding me. You sent your son down to set me free. Everything
This property was originally constructed around the same idea of lifestyle that Rancho Santa Fe was founded on, and that is a simpler and a slower lifestyle.
Every time I walk through this house, I see another detail that blows my mind, but my favorite part about the home is that there's this incredible indoor-outdoor space that is accessible in every room. Living in Southern California and having so many beautiful sunny days, it's wonderful to be able to have all of your doors and windows open.
Floors from President Madison in your own private saloon. These are the sorts of things that I didn't even know I wanted until I saw them. This is an amazing way to entertain, but right now we're going to check out how they entertain in your city.
always great when we get to bring back E.L. Craine. He is the Vice President of Business Development with Paradigm Title, also the Chairman for BROAC, and today he has brought us a wonderful guest. I love her name. It is Amy Lippincott. Great to see you, Amy.
Thank you.
Hey.
So, Amy, you are the Lippincott team, Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate with Gary Green. I want to make sure everybody knew exactly who you're with and what you do, but why don't you tell us about the Lippincott team and about your market area?
We're located in Cypress, Texas. There are 9 of us. Our market area is Cypress, Tomball, Hockley, Waller, Katy, all around that area right there. And we're a very family-oriented customer service team.
Oh, how many years have you been doing this? I just want to ask.
This is my 10th year.
That's fantastic. So you really are a neighborhood expert.
Several of us live in our neighborhood that we farm a lot. We service the area. We have kids that go to schools in the area. We frequent the restaurants in the area. So we believe in being a neighborhood expert.
And that makes all the difference. Why don't you tap in a little bit so that our viewers understand as well? Because we're talking about neighborhood expert. Like you're saying, it really is knowing everything. Touch a little bit more on that for me.
It is. When someone's asking about the tax rate or the schools, we have kids in all the schools, you know, locally. We can tell them about the teachers or the principal, the classes that they offer. When people are asking about the amenities in the neighborhoods, we're very familiar with that since we live right there in the neighborhood. Or lots of times once people move in, they ask us where to get their hair cut, what doctor to go to, what restaurants to go to, churches, things like that. It helps that we have a great knowledge of that.
That's awesome. And also, if you don't know something, you have all the resources to find it out for them, right?
Yes, right at our fingertips.
She lost me at haircut.
Somebody went wrong with yours there, E.L. You need to talk to your neighborhood expert next time.
We'll help him out.
E.L., how can benefiting with the Lippincott team in collaboration and showcase, how does this all come together for you?
Well, basically, it's the outreach, as we always talk about, the collaboration and outreach aim. So basically, I was speaking to Amy prior to going on air, that we're talking about showcasing their houses and targeting buyers instead of just marketing to the house. A lot of agents and builders just market the house instead of marketing the buyer who should buy the house. So now, as you know, between the Real Estate Youth Show and American Dream, we're doing the live showcases where we're combining TV, radio, as well as all the social media to give greater exposure to teams like the Lippincott team as well as other teams in the marketplace.
That is awesome. E.L., you always do such a great job with collaboration, and this is another great example. And I hope that our viewers realize how much goes into putting together the American dream for people. When you're talking about home ownership and even, you know, entrepreneurship and everything else, it takes the whole village to bring all the resources together.
Absolutely, absolutely. You just got to stay engaged. And I think one of the things that the Lippincott team does is stay engaged. Like, they are in that community. I live in Cypress, and I've seen their signs and stuff like that. Kind of scared me. But anyway, but that they're that close. But it is. When you're engaged in your community and you know your community, and then you have an opportunity to do outreach to that whole community based on your knowledge of the community, it just makes you a better provider of services.
And I think it as a whole lifts everybody up in the community. I think it's just incredible. Yeah. It definitely comes around full circle. You guys are a great example of that. Thank you always for being on the show.
Thanks, Amy.
Thank you.
Great to meet you, Amy.
Never been in a horse stable in California before. I've been in a lot of real estate, but nothing like this. This is cool.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I grew up in horses all my life, and this is honestly one of the coolest.
So Jenna is going to show us around, take us on some of these horses, but you know, I'm kind of noticing there's not any here. This thing could hold 7 or 8 of them, I think.
Yeah, it could hold you. You could live here.
I could live here. All right, well, you're the one who grew up in a barn. So what about these horses? All right, and there she is. Hey, Jenna.
Hi. I know. I promised you guys horses, and there are no horses here today. But the good news is the owners took them down to the Del Mar racetrack, and we have the whole place to ourselves, and I have something super exciting planned. We have 400 horses up at the garage.
400 horses in the garage. All right. Let's check it out. All right.
So this is what I really wanted to show you, the toy garage.
What a garage, a lot of toys.
We have motorcycles, motorized bicycles,
Yep.
a classic Chevelle.
This is a beast. this is a nice car. I don't even want to touch it because I want to get my fingerprints on it.
But what you get to go out and have some fun with is this razor.
So this is the horses.
This is it.
So I get to drive this?
Go have fun.
All right. Can I bring Tawny with me?
Of course.
Wow.
Go rip it
All
up.
right. Let's go cruising this beast. I'm gonna go grab Tawny and we're gonna go tear it up.
Now, remember, be gentle. The owners aren't here.
All right, got it. Giddy up. Let's do this.
If you would take all the posters on my walls growing up as a kid and put all the cars together, it would be that garage. I mean, that property is absolutely amazing and something that dreams are made of. But right now, we're going to check out your agent in your city.
I'm excited to introduce to you Jen Tran. She's with us today for the first time, and we're looking forward to getting to know her. She is with Keller Williams Realty Memorial. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Jen, we're excited to talk to you. I wanted to ask you first, how long have you been in the real estate business?
Oh, I'm going on my 8th year in real estate, and I've been with Keller Williams Memorial the entire time.
Oh, see, and that's great. You must love the team that you're with.
I love it. It's a great office.
What do you love the most about working in real estate?
My passion is helping people and being there for people and trying to bring value to all my clients. And so that is what I love, and that's why I get up and do it every day.
Well, and from what I understand, you clearly love it so much that your clients love you, that you have built up quite a referral base of business. Why don't you share a little bit about that?
Oh yes, so my clients are my friends. So even if we didn't meet until the first time they interviewed me, we become friends after that. I spend so much time with them during the transaction, and we're talking to each other every day that it's, you know, a no-brainer to become close to someone. And then I try to keep in touch with them. Again, like I said, I just want to bring value to them.
So what do you do when closing happens and you've built this great relationship with your clients, you're helping empower their American dream, and they say, I don't want the transaction to end because I'm going to miss talking to you? How do you respond to that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, so many times my clients tell me, oh, I'm going to miss talking to you every day now that we're closing. And I just tell them, oh, you can't get rid of me that easily. I still go over to see them. I have to see their house after they've got it decorated, and I follow up with their families, and I have client appreciation parties several times during the year, and I invite them out, and so we remain close friends, and that's not the end of our relationship, but the beginning of our relationship.
We always say that this is a relationship business. What you're doing as a real estate agent, you're helping them with one of the most important and intimate purchases that they make in their lifetime, and you get to be a part of that, and continuing that friendship, I think, is so important, and I can see that that's what sets you apart. You also have some listings right now. You had one that you would like to share with us. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yes, so this is a great listing. It's down in near the medical center, and it is a townhome, 2 bedrooms, and it's like 2 blocks or just a few blocks from the medical center one direction, and then a few blocks from Westview the other direction. So it's a perfect location, especially for medical center students or residents or any type of investor that wants to lease it out to medical center students. So I think it's a great opportunity for anyone in that area.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. It was great to get to talk to you today. Thank you for being a part of the show, Jen.
Thank you so much, Amy.
Well, that's it for this episode of The American Dream. I don't know how I ended up in the studio when Craig and Tawny got to ride that thing out in Rancho Santa Fe. Either way, if you have a property that you think would be perfect for the American Dream, or you have a story that you think that we should shoot out all over the nation, we would love to hear from you. And until the next episode, I hope you keep dreaming, and thanks for stopping by.
Till you come back home.